Okay. Hey guys, I am live, and this is the first time that I added Instagram Live to my feed, to my streaming, right? So I don't really know how to use it. I'm supposed to I don't know. It told me I'm supposed to hit go live or something. Let me see. Hold on. It says I'm live. You are live. Okay, I guess I'm live on Instagram. You are live. Okay. I'm not going to mess with it then. Am I live on Instagram? If you guys are in the comments, let me know if I'm live on Instagram. This is the first time that StreamYard has allowed us to do it. So forgive me for not knowing what the fuck I'm doing with that. But this is Reality with Krista Marie. Sorry, I'm thinking all this stuff. Reality with Krista Marie. This is the Who Started You On podcast. And I am doing the Real Housewives of Miami. And it is Monday. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I see you guys are watching, and I wonder if I should check to see. Like, you guys hear me okay, right? Let me check Instagram real quick and see if I can see myself. Because I don't, it says I'm live. I don't know how to check it. Am I live? Guys, I have no idea if I'm live, but if I am, hey, Instagram, if I'm live, I would love that. I don't know if I am. It says I am. But I don't see, I could probably stop messing with that. I had to do it through my desktop, so I apologize, guys. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna get my notes because I don't know. If anybody sees me or anybody in the chat, just let me know if you see me live on Instagram. So that way I don't ignore them because I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But okay. So anyway, if you guys are listening or watching, again, this is Reality with Krista Marie. This is Real Housewives of Miami, and I'm going to get into the entire episode, but I want to check my lighting. It's all fucked up. Sorry. I look really shiny, but okay. Anyway, so I want to talk about the episode. Lisa, for me, before we begin, Lisa Hochstein needs a therapist, not a fucking boyfriend. I am dead ass. This chick does not need, I'm sorry, this chick does not need to have a boyfriend. If this is truly how you feel, Lisa, and you truly think that you need to talk about Lenny all the time, then you truly need to not have a boyfriend and you need a fucking therapist. Because all your friends are tired of hearing it. I'm fucking tired of hearing it. And I'm cursing and I apologize. This is another thing. I wonder if I'll get kicked off of Instagram. Hey, thank you, Jacqueline. I have a lot of new subscribers and they're making comments, and that was one of my new subscribers. And I really appreciate you and thank you for being here. Again, like I said, I'm new with the Instagram thing. Not new on Instagram, but new with Instagram Live. They added it to our streaming thing, and yeah, I'm having trouble with the lighting. But again, if anybody sees me on Instagram, can you let me know if I'm on there? You guys are all on my Instagram, so let me know if I'm live. But hey, Jacqueline, YouTube can see everything's gorgeous. My gorgeous self, thank you. Now, can you see me on Instagram, Cherry? Can you see if it says I'm Instagram live? It says when I click my thing that I'm live on Instagram, but I can't. When I go to it, I can't tell. But so I don't know if I said this already, but the Who's Starting on podcast side, if you're listening on the podcast side, which is Apple, Spotify, iHeart, all of the podcast platforms, anyone that you listen to, I really appreciate my podcast downloads are down big time. I appreciate everybody's coming over here. Okay, don't even worry about it, Tara. Somebody will get on here eventually. Yeah, my downloads are low. Now, like I'm saying, I don't really, the ratings, I appreciate if you guys over there rate me 5 stars. Since you already listened to the episode or you watched the episode live, I don't expect you to listen to the whole thing over again. But if anybody is on the podcast side listening, I really appreciate it. Like I said, my downloads are low. It's everybody's over here, which I am not complaining because I'm not monetized, but it just would look a little, I'd feel a little bit better if maybe if not download, you can download the episode, you have to listen to it again, but at least go and follow me over there. At least follow me on iHeart or Spotify or Apple, whatever one you listen to or watch, or even all Google podcasts. I'm trying to get more. Thank you. I'm live on Instagram right now. I'm live on, like I said, I'm live on all the usual like stuff that I'm usually on, which is YouTube, Facebook, Twitter X, and now they've added, like I said, Instagram. And I have Twitch too, but I just haven't added my Twitch account because I'm not sure exactly how that works. But I really hope that by putting my Instagram on here that I get more people to watch me live, because I know the replay crew is good and all, but I love talking to you guys live. And I with all my subscribers and stuff, I want to like interact with you guys. Oh, let me drop the call link. And by the way, who's starting on podcast side, if you're listening, I implore you to come over here on Monday, over here, meaning YouTube, Twitter Live, all the ones I just mentioned, and watch the crazy live, because I am on camera. I am doing this live, see my beautiful face. I usually have my guests come up, and if they want, I drop the call link. So you might hear me talking to a co-host guest or the chat, and I'll do my best to let you know what we're talking about. But again, this is the episode, Miami episode, the one that was on yesterday or last week. I'm sorry, last week. I say yesterday because I watched it yesterday. And I am okay. So first off, Lisa, like I said, you need a therapist, not a boyfriend. I don't know how Jody does it. I was cursing the entire time. I can't listen to it anymore. I don't want to hear the word Lenny ever again in my life. Like, I don't understand why she doesn't understand it. Nobody wants to hear it. Yes, Lisa, you can talk about Lenny all you want, but nobody has to listen to it. That's the problem. And then Jody doesn't have to be with you. And you can go home and you can talk about Lenny all you want. But like, to say to Kiki, who are you to tell me how to feel or something like that? Kiki's like, girl, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not jumping ahead. I'm just saying this is my thoughts before we even begin. The other thing with Julia, why can somebody explain why she talks to Marysol's ex-boyfriend? That is fucking shady and wrong. And I was fucking confused when I was like, what are you saying? Obviously she's with Martina, right? She's not but I don't understand the mode of when she was talking, hey Mimir, when she was talking about Marysol's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, she was talking like she wanted to like date him. And I'm like, what are you doing? I was so disappointed. I'm disappointed, Adriana, because as much as I can't stand Marysol, it's really kind of fucked up that like she would do that. Yes, exactly. She's going to lose. Yeah. And she's going to lose Jody. I think. I mean, he's a nice guy and all, but he's not got options, just like Marcus has options. Like Marcus has options. Marcus Jordan. I don't know what he's doing. I'm sorry, Lars. I don't know. I don't like you. I liked you last year. I don't like you this year. I don't like you at all. I think you're snake. And I think that like that that charity event could have been a lot better. I'm just saying. I wonder if they even match it. Like they got Pippen money and Jordan money. They should have probably matched the money that they made. I'm just saying they might have. They might have. Who knows? Jacqueline, let me tell you're new to my you're new to the live chat anyway. But where are you from anyway? And do you watch all the episodes? And I appreciate you commenting too. That was nice. I'm pretty sure it was you commenting. But what else I was gonna say before we get started in the actual thing? Yeah, learn the money, blah, blah. I dropped the link. Okay, we're starting. So here's Momo, Kitty Love Love, Kitty Love Love. If anybody wants to see the Kitty Love Love, Kitty Love Love too. She's all over my face. Give me a little lover. She just wants to be on camera. That is this is Sterling Marie. It's okay. I'll figure it out. You're not crazy, babe. Yeah. The fun, I can't figure it out. It's okay. You don't have to it's okay. Okay, so Julia and Martina met his ex. I don't care though. Like, I don't think you need to be hanging out with him, and I don't think you need to be talking about Marysol. I just think it's wrong. And then if you're going to do it, don't come back and talk about it on camera. Don't tell her about it. Don't call her out. Like, you don't have to like her. I understand, but like, that's just fucking wrong. Like, I don't think they have friends in common. I think that they just happen to meet them. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, she met them through Marisol, right? So you don't need to continue that hanging out thing. Okay, also. Oh, bye. Boston. Like, I'm from Jersey, right? So, like, we're kind of the, we have attitude. Oh, my God. Look who it is. It is my co-host, my lovely co-host.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How are you?
Oh, it stormed so bad here in California last night. And it sounded like the firmament was cracking at
Yes,
1:43 in the morning. My
yes,
animals all got
yes.
up. My kids got up. We all met in the middle of the hallway. It was like, what's
Really,
going on? It was
Lrga.
crazy.
It happened here too, in
No
Jersey.
way.
I got up and I went out to my gazebo, and my curtains I have down, and the I have the screen, and I zipper it shut. It was
Hmm.
blown up and over my furniture inside of it,
Oh
like,
my God.
and then one of my trees were knocked over.
No way.
Yeah, like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy
It
over
was
here.
pretty
They said we're getting the what? The Nina or the Nino or something.
bad. Yeah, yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Other than that, I'm good. I'm alive. I'm
Yeah,
awake.
I was
So
wondering how you were, because I was thinking about you all weekend.
yeah, it's been ups and downs, ups and downs. I'm pulling through. I'm riding the horse. I'm
Good,
riding the
good.
horse. It's good. But
What?
Larsa is a no.
Hmm.
Larsa is still a no. Lisa needs to shut up about Lenny.
She's a therapist, right? Not a
Um
boyfriend.
Lisa needs a full on she needs an exorcism at this point
Yeah.
because freaking she's obsessed and possessed by Lenny.
It's been a year and a half, man. Like, you were somebody else. I don't think there's an episode where she has not cried one time. She has
Yeah,
cried every single time about Lenny.
yeah. With her other dude like in earshot of her boohooing over
Yeah.
the last one.
Yep.
Men do not like to think about who you've been with. They love imagining they're the only ones tearing that cat up.
I know.
And all this crying she's doing, you usually only cry that hard if the stuff was good.
I know. And well, I mean, I that's what I don't understand. I'm a little confused on, like, what, like, I understand what she's upset that what he did. She's like, whatever. She's got resentment. But
Yeah.
when you have a new dude like this, and you're on like a show, and like, it doesn't serve you to keep talking about it like that.
Right. I don't
It's
know. I
you
I
know.
don't know what she's doing. And then she's gonna cry some more when this one leaves her because
I
I
know.
bet
I
best believe there's a bevy of beauties in this new one's DMs saying, "Oh, this girl is crazy. I don't even have that drama. Like, I could, like, you know what I mean? I don't have no kids for you to have to adopt. I don't have no baggage named Lenny. We can just have some fun, bro. Like, you
I
know what I mean?"
yeah. I think he's got options. Jody's got options.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Lisa's hot and all, but like, she's looking not like, I'm not even not her looks, but like her way she's acting about it is making me not be attracted. Like, I think she's attractive anymore. Like, I'm
Right.
like, it's turning me off. I'm just like, girlfriend. And then to yell at or yell at Kiki like that for like telling you as a friend that, like, we're tired of hearing about it. Like,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
everybody at the table was thinking about it. So I also, okay, Marisol and Kiki were the only ones who were willing to have their heads eaten over it. But everybody in their confession was like, oh my God, great. Finally, somebody said it. But
right.
I thought it was interesting that even though they thought that and said that, they let Kiki get devoured and then coddled Lisa.
I
They
know.
all needed to just give her a tough love moment in that moment. Why are you coddling her?
I know. You're
And
like,
then at the
oh,
same,
we're
it's
so
just weird.
sorry.
It's
Yeah.
it's so weird. It's just like how they like want to coddle Larsa for upsetting Gertie and want Gertie to get it together and get over
Right.
it. It's
I
so
know.
weird. It's backwards.
I'm like, hello, why aren't we talking about the thing? I was shocked that we did not talk about the Larsa and Gertie thing until Larsa brought it up, and then still didn't fucking really like get
It's
it was
still
so,
just lies.
yeah.
Because remember, everybody just needs to go back to what she said. First, she berated Gertie in the first one. Then in the second episode, Gertie's finally taken her time to tell this fake ass trollop that
Oh,
she has the C. And what did she say? Do you know for sure? So she basically said she was lying by
yeah.
questioning her whether or not she knew. She basically said that she was didn't know what she was just saying things. And then when she went and spread the rumor, it wasn't out of concern. And then when she got called on the carpet about spreading the rumor, it was like, what's the big deal? And
Mm-hmm.
do you really have it anyway? Again, questioning it. And then said that she did it for her own good, out
I
of
know.
concern for her.
Out of love. Out of love, she says.
Yes.
I'm like, no, you fucking gossip, bitch. What are you talking about? Like,
Yes.
you weren't doing nothing out of love. And like Gertie said, look, I don't think you were trying to go and ruin my life or anything, but can you admit that you were messy and you handled it fucked up? Like, and Larson's like, no, we're not in high school. Well, then it's like, goodbye, bitch. I don't
Yeah,
need.
then it's like, you're right. We're not in high school. You
Yeah,
live in high school, and
exactly.
you don't get any of my forgiveness. Aside from Gertie's condition,
Right.
making it a requirement to let go of all the negativity possible, because any
Yeah.
little thing this cancer could attach itself to and grow. So
Right.
you're just trying to like rid yourself of toxic, negative, anything in you, any
Yeah.
radicals, just get it out of you.
Yeah.
And so her needing to do that is the only reason I'm okay with her doing that. But other
Yeah.
than that, I would want her to keep her foot on Lars's freaking weird
Yeah.
looking neck.
Right. Exactly. Like right now she's yeah, exactly. She's really hurt. But like right now, Gertie has to worry about being like keeping her peace of mind,
Right.
like as much as she can. Because
Right.
you put that shit in a box and you come back to it later. Tie it up with
Exactly.
a bow, put it away, and then when you got time, you handle the shit later. And then that bitch better still have the same energy she had when I wasn't ready to handle what I had to handle.
Yes, exactly. Once I
So
ring this
take
bell,
yeah,
when I'm feeling much better, I'm going to come and
right,
put my foot back on your neck, Larson. It's not going
yeah,
to be with negativity because I'm not growing no more tumors. But you're
right.
going to get this foot on your neck the way you deserved back then when I was trying to heal and you were making it hard for me.
Right. And it's like, look, I said, and people think I'm crazy for doing it. I'm like, look, I'll schedule when I'm going to deal with you later. Like, I'll literally go, I'm like, I'm going to have to schedule this for like next week. Like,
Yeah, I love it.
I got to do my podcast. Like, if you better remember what you said. And then maybe on Tuesday,
I
I'll
love
read it
it.
and we'll do, yeah. I still
Yeah,
actually,
that's such a
I
mature
still
way
have
to
it.
handle it, because we
Yeah.
don't need to like just live in dysfunction and
No.
toxicity. Nope,
Yeah.
just schedule it in so you
Right.
can meet it, take care of it, handle it, and then be over
Yes.
that stuff.
Yeah. I'm about conflict and resolution, but like,
Ooh, I love it.
I got some things I got to do first. I got like other things that I have to that are way more important than this, than the
Yes.
message you send me. But and then oh my god, and I don't understand Julia. I'm very disappointed with Julia. I don't understand what she's talking to Marysol's ex-boyfriend for, or and acting like he's such a great guy. And I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about the relationship, but it's obvious that Marisol was hurt by this, and I don't think it's cool that Julia did that. Like she's like 2 points for me, man. Like I just think it's kind of messy and not
You mean
necessary.
when Julia called Marisol out for being?
Yeah, like when she's like, and then to find out where she's getting her information from is Marisol's ex-boyfriend. Like she's calling Marisol out, but she's like, you everything that she's like, oh, she's let me see, what did he say? He said a bunch of stuff about Marisol to her, like, well, first, like she's like, oh, I
Is it
met
the same ex-boyfriend that Adriana talked to and he said he didn't love
I
her no
think
more?
so. I think so, yeah. Because Adriana is talking to Julie in the end, and they're both like, yeah, he said that too about her. And they're like in the confessionals, and I'm like, you too. Like, Marisol is really not the problem right now. It's kind of you guys.
I don't know. I feel like they needed. Marisol's been a problem.
Yeah.
That has to
Well,
be
she goes pull a
recognized.
friend
She's
up.
been
That's
a
all.
problem.
Yeah.
She does have a lot of information on people. She does know stuff and then let Alexia have it for information. And Alexia, like a dog with a bone, is just
Right.
like, yeah, and da 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 da. Because she's secure in the information source being Marisol. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Marisol, who used to do public relations, didn't she say she used to do public relations? So she knows a lot of information. So for Julia, I feel like to call her out in that moment was good, because it also was good for Adriana to not have to be the one letting Marisol know, look, you have been looking at people in here. You have been doing these things. And she is part of the problem. She literally is.
Yeah. Now, don't you think like the guy that's telling her, the ex-boyfriend? I'm probably it's obvious, that who was telling her because I guess she had done certain things when she was with this guy. But
Right.
like, was that this? And he's talking about stuff that she did like before, or is she
If
looking now?
we have to do like a
Yeah,
time period. Like it can't be 20 years ago. It can't
yeah.
be
Like
a
I
decade ago.
know
Like
when
if
did
it's within the last 2-3 years, it could be relevant.
you think?
Yeah, it depends on what it was. Like if the information that she was told by whoever is the reason that they soured Adriana's chance at love last year. That's a good reason, because Julia had to hold Adriana together after they sabotaged that relationship for her
Is
with
that what?
fake information from Marisol.
Yeah. Okay.
That's messed up. And now poor Adriana's having to go down K-holes because she can't find love.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. I am. I mean,
oh, and on K-holes, did you see that's what took out Luke?
Yes.
It was ketamine, you guys. Luke Perry.
Oh,
Luke Perry.
yeah.
Isn't that the guy from Friends? The
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
they said it was ketamine.
I know. And they also said Suboxone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Suboxone. Okay, been on it for 13 years. I've never heard that I can't get into a hot tub. My Suboxone doctor said you can do the ketamine treatments with Suboxone. So I don't believe that's what killed him, because there wasn't enough in his system that would have caused him to get into a hot tub and him to just lose his life.
Yeah, like that was so weird.
Dying with the and I don't know. I was on what's it called? Pascal, the Pascal show on YouTube. He does the whole thing. He had a live, and we're talking. He had wanted to know, like, he knew nothing about Suboxone, so people were calling in. I called in, and he said, he said that it says the cause of death or led to his death was Suboxone in the system, fentanyl, and getting into the hot tub. Now, like I said, I've been on Suboxone for 13 years. I do have a hot tub. I take hot showers. I get baths. I've never in my life.
It doesn't make you feel like passing out or nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Dying. No.
But K-holes can make you kind of feel like you're spinning and then
but I
fall down.
Was he in them? Like, was he doing them like Adriana was doing it? That's what I wanted to know.
I don't know if he was doing it as socially, then he didn't have it might not have been the right meter, but I know for a fact on a K-hole you be feeling like your legs don't work. And I know for a fact.
We also don't know that he's been on Suboxone as long as me, and it was very new when we first went on it. So think about 13 years of that, plus all the other drug abuse that we've done to our bodies. We don't know the long-term side effects for Suboxone yet, because we are the first ones on it. So in my opinion, if that led to it, it could have been just his body shutting down from, because like I said, I don't know what the Suboxone is doing to me. That's enough to block heroin in my system, and I get very sick if I don't take it, and I'm not on pills or on any of it. It's been about 10 years since I've done that. So
but what about that fentanyl stuff? Doesn't that make people hella tired?
He said he had it in his system, or he had it in the house.
Oh, I don't know. I only know for a fact they mentioned ketamine. I don't even know.
I know definitely ketamine and Suboxone. I didn't see anything about fentanyl. I knew it. They said he had stuff in his house, but listen, he could have had fentanyl in his house, but it wasn't in his system. So we're talking about now.
Yeah, poor guy.
And then there's another thing. I'll send you I have to send you a link about it, but I don't talk about it on here. But,
okay.
About another.
Sorry, I got us off track, but yeah. Speaking of K-holes.
But I mean, I don't think he was doing it at his house. I think he was getting the infusions, like we watched her on camera, which I thought was extremely strange to watch somebody go into a K-hole on camera in the room with another person who she clearly left her body. It was clearly was talking to me. So it's like, to me, freaking me the fuck out. That freaks me out. I don't know if I want somebody in the room with me. I don't think if it's that safe that you could do it that way.
I don't know, and then for the other, not only that, but how the lady administered it. Usually when you get a shot, don't they clean the area with the alcohol swab, make sure they remove any of your clothing right there, expose the skin, and then do your little prick? They pricked right through her designer pantyhose and just laid there and didn't clean the area or nothing. I'm like, where are you, Adriana?
Yeah, me too. I was like, now she's doing it right now.
Like, I was like, really? No alcohol swab? Like, really, lady?
Yeah, and then I'm like, we're gonna watch.
Yeah, and then just leave poor Julia. We know Julia would rather be with her goats. This had to be very weird for her to witness this.
Yeah, but see, like, that's the thing. I was so disappointed by Julia, though. Like, I know she's upset with Marisol, but like, Marisol, to me, as much as I can't stand her, she was acting like kind of like I didn't want any more drama this year.
But that's all fake, because she really does want drama. She just wants it on her time schedule. Like, so, okay, she didn't show up for her best friend's party that night after telling her, after Alexia said, I need you here. She didn't show up. And then she didn't show up at the F cancer party. And then, but she does show up, and immediately she's like, oh, well, I think we need to talk to Adriana about da 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 da. So you want to do things when you want to do them. Look,
Right.
if you're going to be a friend of the show, then you're going to have to come, be friendly, and be part of the show. Don't just show up, drop bombs, and then not show
Oh,
up for three
yeah.
events.
Tell people who they can have there and have not have there.
Yeah.
True. I know. But I just find it. I guess. I mean,
It's out of sorts
I
for
don't see Julia being so messy to be that immature. To be like, well, I heard her ex-boyfriend said she's horrible in bed. Her ex-boyfriend said she's a psycho. Her ex-boyfriend
yeah.
said that she's like, I don't listen to exes. I don't care about ex-boy like with Jersey.
Right.
When you know Louis exes were coming out and ex partners and ex people, I'm like, stop listening to the exes. Let this motherfucker show us who he is.
Mm-hmm.
If he's all these people, then we'll see it.
Look, all I know about exes is if somebody would have listened to Tom Girardi's ex, then maybe all this stuff wouldn't have been happening now. So hey,
No, just get out of there. But yeah, true. So they're on vacation now. Okay, you know, this Lisa's confessional. She looks like Tarzan, Mrs. Tarzan. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how can we get I need them all, every franchise, they get together and decide to get a glam team because these goddamn confessionals are like, so not only now we got Marisol, get out of that window. Marisol fixes her. She has a half, she does one where she's really pretty, and then she's still got Statue of Liberty one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
One. And then we got now Lisa's, she's like literally telling us about a perfume line of all things. Now, this is the funniest part. I'm laughing because it's a perfume line. I mean, a 7-wick candle or 12-wick candle would have been even funnier. But
A 12-wick candle. So basically, you have a bowl with wax.
Yeah.
Because once you burn all 12 candles, you're gonna have a bowl with wax. Like, how long is that supposed to burn? An hour?
All right, so I'm skipping ahead just to get to the end of the scavenger hunt when she gave the present, or she gave the reward. What did she give? She's like, oh, here's your what was it? Oh my god, an aromatherapy from Wix or like something. And she said it like it was an advertisement, and I thought, oh my god, is she throwing out an ad in the middle of
in the middle of the thing?
Yeah,
he is working in a candy bird.
Here's your aromatherapy earwick candle. And I'm like,
well, that means Bravo's getting their cut. Anything they show on there, they're about to get a cut.
She's making perfume, but this is like from Airwick. Like Airwick.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, wait. But then I was like, wait, maybe she's making an aromatherapy candle. But no, she's not. She's doing perfume, and I don't understand I don't know why she did.
I always wanted my own perfume. We didn't know that, Lisa. We had no idea what you wanted. Besides to shop and party, we had no idea.
I was like, oh, so that's what you... And she's like, I'm going to call it Empowered or something. Oh. She's crying every day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm like, she should just call it what she always talking about, Lenny.
She just needs a therapist because it's like...
I don't know. A whole line of candles called Lenny.
It was all, yeah, and a song. About him. And then, like, Larson's like, I wake up in my sleep screaming Lenny. I was like, I'm sure Marcus loves that one. I love that. I mean, I don't know. I keep calling it a class trip. I don't know why I'm calling it the class trip. But, oh, yeah. Like, yeah. And then, like, Marisol and Nicole. See, Marisol was pretty evil to Nicole, but Nicole is all... I feel like Nicole's a pick-me now.
You do. I don't know why. I kind of have, okay. My only thing with the pick me statement,
bad people.
when you have been treated a certain way by people who have more pull in a group than you, and first you act like you don't give a F, and then by the time you're like, okay, fine, I have to play with these hoes. They're part of my thing. I'm being left out. They're singling me out in these things. That's uncomfortable. Let me go ahead and play nice. And now all of a sudden I'm a pick me because I'm learning how to play nice in the sandbox with these old geriatrics.
Oh. All right, touche. All right, but if she doesn't have to be like. I don't know, so forgiving to Marisol. I don't know. Marisol's like, I had to, like, I'm like, Marisol's like, I had to vet you. I had to make sure you were good. These are my friends. But I'm like, for
Yeah.
friend
And that's what Julia was going back to. Like, why are you you're the problem in this group, Marisol. You
right.
started that dysfunction with Larsa and Nicole that year. You could have just came in and shut SFF. You could, whatever the letters are.
Yeah.
And no, you had to come and say that she said she was a hooker and you didn't want her at your house and da da da. When all of that was Nicole's right.
Mm.
I'm not sure that I want what caused the divorce between Lenny and Lisa at my house. I'm not sure. That's all Lisa was saying. Because,
Yeah.
thoughts is what happened to Lenny's marriage, was the thoughts he had at the bikini parties. That hoe over there, those hoes over there.
Yeah, but
thoughts.
see, I'm starting to understand why he can't stand Lisa, though. I'm starting to get real. See, this is why she's got to stop talking about him, because she's getting on my nerves so bad. I'm like, now I get why he fucking left you. And I'm like, oh,
right.
Oh my God. I'm like, that is so mean. I got to stop. Because I'm like, stop talking about him, Lisa. Because the way she was screaming at Gertie, saying, I should talk, I'm in the thick of it. And it's like,
yeah,
putting yourself in the thick of it.
Bitch, I'm about to have to ring a bell. How many treatments did Gertie go through? Listen to all this yap, yap,
I
yap.
know. And then Gertie's like, and then I have to say, though, Gertie has a new confessional, and I don't like it either. I don't like her new confessional.
Oh, is that the black one? What does she have on in that one?
She has like a pink. I like her hair. She looks like I Dream of Jeannie. I like her hair with I Dream of Jeannie hair. But then she has, I don't know. When I think back, I think of Star Wars or Star Trek, a Star Trek outfit.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out.
I mean, I just don't understand what they do this for. I don't know if they have a lot of time on their hands to get ready, so they start adding things and changing things.
All I know is they need to take out at least 2 tracks from the top of Karen's hair in that one confessional where she looks like Big Bird.
Karen, I know.
Oh my
God.
God.
Watch Potomac. I did get caught up on Potomac. And I'm actually not as disappointed as the episode as I thought I would be, but
yeah, it was a much better episode last night. We finally getting somewhere. But then again, Nika was on quiet. That's why it was a better episode. Nika was on quiet.
Why I want to know why they're calling her a crackhead. Why do Wendy call her a crackhead? We got to find out if she used to smoke crack. Was she?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody said she's given Laverne Cox.
Yeah.
Like who she looks like. Doesn't she just look familiar all of a sudden? And then you're like, where do I know her from? And then somebody's like, oh yeah, she looks like Laverne Cox. Yeah, I don't know. I was just glad she was quiet and tried to have fun last night.
I know, and I was glad that Wendy did too.
Me too.
But I understand why she's like upset. I look like that because I said, remember, she kept talking about her mom. Yeah, and I get it. You don't talk about my mom like that, so I understand.
You don't talk about my mom or my dad like that. Those are 2 no-nos.
Exactly. And real quick, another thing, I like Mia calling Gordon, and you finding out that Gordon's the one that actually broke up with her.
I'm still torn. So Gordon broke up with her, or she broke up with Gordon?
She missed him. She looked like she missed him, and it looked like she really loved him when she called him. But then they show. I saw a future, whatever coming up. I don't know what it is, but it's him screaming at the mid-season trailer. He's telling her, "You cheated. You're done. You're out." And he's basically fucking telling her to go. You're gone. You're done. You've been cheating on me for 10 years. You're done.
Well, but he knew about all that. They were doing all that bedroom swap. They came on the show bragging about doing different things in the bedroom. She
probably had a whole thing that he didn't even know about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, I feel like a flip-flopper, but I guess maybe, I don't know. It's getting a little bit better. At least we're not focusing on the things I don't want to talk about, like Chris Bassett and all. I'm glad that that's all over with.
Right. Oh my God. But what about Robin literally going from not wanting to talk about the Title IX to immediately, because it's legal, to immediately getting at Candace talking about, well, aren't you getting sued?
Yeah. And how about her crying to Juan and him fucking shutting her down?
Well, that's what you get. He does not like her. He does not like her.
He does not fucking like her. He's like, my skin's crawling. And I'm like,
yeah.
His wife is crying.
And why does he think he's exempt? Why does he think he's exempt when his wife has been hanging out with the other green-eyed monster, making havoc on all the relationships? She never stopped her best friend. She never spoke up for anybody. She never asked her friend to stop. She never warned her friend like this might be too much. She never said, hey, maybe this is like, let's leave these people's marriage alone. She was always right by Giselle's side
No.
every time Giselle was doing some BS. And I'm right. Candace is right. Like anybody who's like that, how can that really be your friend? And she's about
Right.
to find out that Karen is the same way. Even though Karen is like riding the fence and whatever, when it
She was
really comes
convinced.
down to it, Karen is gonna pick a side, and I don't think it's gonna be Candace's side. She's gonna
That's
end up saying some BS about how, well,
I.
she was getting death threats, darling. She was getting death threats, so obviously she was going through
That's
with
on
it too.
her. That's on her though.
That's
Like,
on her for saying those BS lies. You
yes,
shouldn't have acted like the man hemmed you up in the room and wouldn't let you pass the door. You
dude.
did that. Candace
Yeah.
didn't do that. You did that.
Could you like? I just like, I now like, I'm looking at Robin. I'm like, man, he does not. Her life has got to be hell, because
Right.
I do believe that Title IX. So that means, what that means is it was talked about something. He got fired. Well,
Yeah.
we know he really got fired because of what they did. But
What
I
they didn't do. He
said
didn't protect his players.
yes. He
Allegedly.
But she, remember I said there's a reason she married him, because she probably is. I said when she made that goddamn statement, that she said, when she made a statement saying, I know he did the right thing, I said right then and there, she's admitting she knows something. She's going to be
Yeah.
called a witness. And
Right.
now we know now that they do know that she was running around. Like,
Yeah.
that's what that means,
Yeah.
right? That's
Right.
what she means. Outside.
Right.
Yeah. And that's not why he lost his goddamn job, but it probably contributed to it. Like, if you can't talk about your life, then you don't need to be on a reality show either, girlfriend. You need to take some time off.
Hello. I mean, and she's never talked about it really. She's always given us this, oh, we'll get back together. We waited 5 seasons for her and Juan to get together. Then she married him off the show. They still let her return. They fired Kenya Moore when she got married to Mark Daly off the show. They took her off the air, you guys. They rewarded Robin for taking it off the show the first time. And then when she took it behind the paywall and explained the affair the second time, she took it off the screen and behind the paywall, and they rewarded her again, you guys. When has this ever happened?
Exactly. And I'm like, the most interesting thing that's ever fucking happened to you on the damn show, and you want to hide it. But now we know why, because he is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
He is abusive. He don't like her. He's got to be abusive. He is a gaslighter or a narcissist.
For sure.
Whatever that is, where she doesn't have allowed to have her feelings, no matter what he does, she's like, everything she's crying about is valid. I get it. Your life's fucking falling apart. But he's the one who should be sitting there going, her feelings should be valid to him.
Right.
Fucking not.
Right.
He don't.
Why are you so emotional, Robin? Yes! Why are you so emotional, Robin?
Ooh, stop crying.
That was so weird.
My skin's crawling. I gotta go. No wonder she fucking lets everything go, because she doesn't have a choice. But she's stupid. Like, how dare you sit there and say? So they keep replaying back. I know we're talking about Potomac, but it's pissing me off. They keep replaying why Giselle's not mad at her. Why? Because she called. Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. Because she called you a fraud. A fraud. That's why you don't want to be friends with Candace. And then Candace is crying about your friendship.
Yeah.
And because you're a fraud, but you are a fraud, Robin. What you did was fucked up.
I feel like also, okay, so remember Robin's story real quick. The reason they lost all their money was because she let her friend who was in finance put the money places where the only place he was putting it was their pockets, and then he jumped off a bridge and left them broke, which is why they had to move into that townhouse for all those years, was because all the money he made when he was playing basketball allegedly was lost. And that's how Ashley got brought on the show. Was she was like, oh yeah, what about the money problems I heard you and Juan are having, remember? So that all had to do with that. And then this season, Mia and Robin were sitting there talking, and she's like, well, I know you have some experience with somebody killing themselves after they stole all your money. And that's what had just happened to us. Remember?
Like,
not only did she lose his money, but now she lost him his job.
I mean, yeah. And the fact that like she has, and he's out running around with this one and that one. She'd rather them talk about what he did to her, like the cheating stuff, other than what he has done, because she's so afraid of him that she's rather take the heat for the bitch and all the bitches he's like doing. And
right.
whatever. And then we find out he deletes his DMs and shit.
Yeah.
What?
Super
Robin,
delete.
you
Yeah.
sound stupid.
I'd be checking for another phone at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker, no, you better call goddamn Instagram. My husband, there's no way. I would murder. I would be on Instagram. Yes, I'd be like, no, you got to give me those messages.
Yeah.
Somebody better show me these fucking messages. I don't care. I would kill him. I would kill him. You would not find me saying, nah, I didn't read them. I just trusted him. Are you? Sorry, Robin. You make me mad.
She sounds so stupid. She's stupid. Just like,
I mean, you can sound stupid, but then do not go behind. Then don't turn around and do shit to other people. Don't turn around and talk shit to Candace. Don't turn and act like you're so high above what she did to you is not what
like we need to find out what Happy Eddie was doing. Just don't.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I know that you said you're on Giselle's side, Jacqueline, but I'm not. I don't understand. What she did was
why are you on Giselle's? How can you be on Rentum Center's husband? How can you be on Rentum Center's side? Like, I mean, you can pick a side, whatever, but it's just for me, it wasn't an intellectually honest conversation that Karen had with Giselle, because Giselle was making up lies as always. What Candace did to me, no, bitch. You tried to ruin her family, and you got what you deserved.
And your best friend, like,
I have to protect my kids. Oh, now you're all grown children that are in college or kids all of a sudden. You're not caring about Chris's kids. Nope. Chris has actual minor children, not in college yet.
And I feel like she's using, I know what her excuse is very valid, but don't use that as an excuse and blame Candace for the whole colorism thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't say that. You've probably been like, I'm like, I don't want to speak on maybe which didn't get why that happened. But again, you have done some other things that SA is a very big deal. And then
huge.
Apologize and admit that you did not have a real, I mean, whatever, you kind of admitted that you didn't have a reason to say that or whatever, and that Chris did not mean any harm. But then now you're double downing on it, and you're hiring people to act like he has a mission.
Yes, all of that.
So what are you doing, Giselle? Like, you really
all of that.
You're worried about your kids. Your kids are fine. Your girls are smart.
And if she doesn't want to conflict and resolve,
we're not going after your daughters. I'm sorry.
Nobody's doing that. She's trying to act like her kids got jaxed or something.
It's crazy people aren't real Bravo fans.
Was she trying to act like her kids got jaxed? You know, like from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, like they've been getting threatening racist texts or something.
Yep. And
okay, I'm sorry, we drifted.
I know. I also did forget they have, like I said this with the shrine thing. I said people have, Catholics have not shrines, but they'll have like a cross and a candle, and then that's what I felt so bad for Wendy to had to re-explain that. And I think at the moment she felt like that was wrong, and I was when she didn't bring it up the first time and say, "Well, my mom probably had," you know what I mean? And then when they say the word shrine, that does give it off, and that does give a very not a good thing. It doesn't sound right when you say shrine. You put people in the shrine, and I'm like, now I understand why she didn't try to correct them, because it's a lie. I think a lot of shit to pay somebody else. And then when she said, like, my mom has, like, Catholics have this or whatever, I just was like, I feel bad that she has to defend it, and that she felt that bad in the moment, that that made her feel like her mom was wrong. I don't know, or whatever it was, But anyway, we did drift, but because I'm not talking about Potomac anymore, but I was kind of glad to see that we focus on other people's shit. And I don't like to see Juan be like this, but I mean, Jesus Christ, now I kind of understood that when he said, "I don't care" the first time.
Yeah.
But then when he's crying and just trying to tell him a story, oh my God.
Yeah, at least, I mean, dude, there's literally a camera running. They can hear how you're responding to me.
Right.
We're about to get, if you haven't learned anything, Juan Dixon, Don Juan Dixon, if you haven't learned nothing in TV on 7 seasons, it's that you should know the cameras are rolling and people are going to make judgments.
Exactly. And I understand, Jacqueline. I get that part too, like with her mouth. I understand that. She came back pretty hard for Giselle. But yeah, I know. I know. And I know that Candace.
Yeah, people always want to get mad at Candace for replying to things that were said to her, and all of a sudden the response has some rules, but what you said first had no guidelines. Whatever.
It's like, why isn't that good for the kids? It's not good for the gander, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm supposed to just let around and let some lady who can't even keep the man she stole in the church parking lot after she fought the lady,
Yep.
allegedly. You can't
Allegedly.
even keep that man, but you kind of trying to come for mine? Whatever. But I'm supposed to just sit here and not say nothing. What was she? I would be interested in anybody who's so upset at Candace's response to having her family annihilated by
Yeah.
this lady season after season. What was she supposed to say? More, please? Was she supposed to just turn another cheek, give her another eye? What
And
is she
then
supposed to do?
like, because we see in the future, so we also know that Giselle allegedly hired
Yeah,
Miss Mistress person.
yeah,
And I don't want to say the copycats. I don't want to give them any clout, but like, we all know who we're talking about. Like,
yeah,
that woman
yeah,
went to a very somebody that gets millions and millions of people watching her, and you went to that person to make sure that the whole world heard, and now has some kind of maybe he did, maybe didn't. People still think he did. Just even though he did it, it's like just to put that out there. Well,
mm-hmm,
the Housewives show, a Housewives husband is a big
mm-hmm.
deal when it's not really true, and to find out that your friend who's basically like crucifying you for saying her womb was old and dry and dusty,
Yeah,
trying to accuse her husband of SA almost basically,
right.
and saying he made you feel uncomfortable, and now you got people cheating on him or he's cheating with him, and then you got Sesame Street coming out here and there, and then you got Trashly. Come on, it's all crazy. It's like, and then Candace is crying because she feels
Mm-hmm.
she can't help it because she has a heart.
She has a
That
heart.
no matter what they've done, she still feels for Robin, and she
Yep.
understands her pain because Candace has a
Robin
heart.
has never cried. That's part of what made her cry, is that Robin never
Yes.
cries.
And I was like, damn, she really is mentally abused and neglected and shut
Mm-hmm.
down and basically shut down,
That was sad.
with
And
me.
then that was weird, like how Mia like wanted to be the new Giselle for her and was cock blocking Giselle from going over to her.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she needs a moment.
I know. And
That
I
was
was like,
hilarious.
Mia's like, okay. And then it's like Robin. I the whole throwing a fit thing too. It's like, why aren't you? I understand now. I guess maybe she can't do it at home because he shuts her
He
down.
don't care.
That's
He shuts her
one
down.
of the worst things I think is one of the
Oh,
most horrible, crushing, emotionally crushing things there could be is for your husband to shut you down when you need him to be like, you need to say what you
yeah.
got to say.
Yeah. Like all you need is a soft place.
But
Like,
like, dude, yeah, like you need him to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I wonder if that lady who he let borrow his credit card for the hotel room, did she get to cry on his shoulder while he was paying for that? Like,
I mean, did
does
he
he
pay
let
us back?
some people cry on his shoulder and
Did
just
he
not
pay us
Robin?
back too? I mean, we don't even find out if she paid them back yet. I
Yeah.
would
Like, does he want the money back?
it's very innocent. You lost your wallet. I'm going to need you to pay me back.
Yeah. Like, I lost my job, bitch. Like, I need my money back.
I mean, hello, it's so innocent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
We're horrible. We're horrible, but right.
I
Yeah.
know, it's crazy. I mean, it's true. I mean, okay, moving on. We'll go back to Miami.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, where were we at? Let's see. Playing stupid games, stupid confessional. He looks like Tarzan. They're playing a game and they have teams. Oh my god, that actually wasn't that bad. The scavenger hunt
I
game.
like scavenger hunts. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Scavenger Hunt from the 70s. It was a
Oh,
great
like
movie.
if you called that, I didn't know that, but I just thought the rules looked funny and cool and like um Giselle and Host. I'm confused now. I thought I'm confused.
Oh no, so we were so at the scavenger hunt. I like the teams they did. Didn't they put the Cubans on a team, like the Latinas? So it had Nicole, Alexia, and Marisol were on a team.
Marisol,
And
yeah.
then they had Julia, Adriana, and somebody else was on a team.
Kiki?
Kiki, yeah.
He
And
was
then remember, nobody felt like getting naked, but
I mean,
Marisol did her
Marisol,
tasteful
that was
news.
a good idea,
That
though.
was a good idea. Wasn't that
Yeah,
cute? She knew
that's
exactly
cute
what to do.
whatever. Yeah, that's perfect. Listen, Marisol for her, she's got a freaking banging.
She does.
Yeah, I was like, girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes her face looks a lot. Sometimes she looks very old in her face, and then sometimes she looks younger. I don't know if she wears different makeup at different times.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were having fun, and I just enjoyed the fact that they all participated, no matter what.
Yeah, that was
And then
fun.
when somebody tried to say something rude, somebody else shut it down and just made a joke out of it. Like,
Right, and they just had fun.
They added humor to it, and I was like, thank God, because Gertie doesn't need to go on a trip like this and be stressed out. She's got something coming up that's like, you need to be as healthy as possible mentally and emotionally and physically. But I said Gertie has a new confessional. Oh my God, Nicole. Oh my God, what you call the dildo or dildo? What you
the dildo?
Like a
the
dildo.
The dildo, yeah.
Gertie's bag. I was pissed at first. I was like, wait a minute, you're pulling her shit out of her bag. And I was like, oh, it's Kiki's bag, and Kiki's there. Okay. It was cool. I like that game. Like, I'm telling you, if we do a cash trip, which I say, I want you guys to come to the Jersey Shore. And I'm like, I'd say, like, I want us all to, like, I want you to come to the Jersey Shore because it's an experience here. And my uncle's house is big enough. It would be like a cash trip. We would have so much fun, and we would play games and stuff. That's like my dream. I want like my content creators like Dana. I wanted Adam and Jason, you, and then Billy Diva lives close. Like all to come and do the Jersey Shore, and then anybody that's like our subscribers that live close. Because I'm telling you, we would have so much fun. It would just be for like a weekend, and then am I talking to myself? Are you there, Lrga? I think I was talking to myself, but you guys heard me. I said this before. I don't know where Lrga went. Hi, Juice. I love, I have to come see you guys. I haven't been over. I just said this week I have to get back and caught up on my people's podcast. Thank you for joining. Lrga's here. I don't know where she went though. Let me see. She might have went to the bathroom. I'll just leave her up just in case. I know, and I feel mean for saying I forget what I said about her earlier. It's just I was going to say something else about her, but I don't want to. It's not. I mean, just she used to make herself ugly to me just by her meanness, you know what I'm saying? But I thought that was a fun game and I really liked it. And like I'm saying, I didn't get disappointed till the end of the show when Julia was talking about Marysol's boyfriend. Because even if you don't like Marysol, I just think it's so fucking messy and just not cool. And I don't know, like Martina is cool with hanging out with that dude. Like I know you met him once. And I don't know how many other times she hung out with this guy. Like she says she hangs out with him very often. I didn't like the way she was talking about it. I mean, listen, I don't like Teresa either. I call her two head. I don't say nice things about her. Is it? Oh, okay. What's weird? I was like, oh, I should take a Christmas vacation. And I laughed. I'm like, what would I do? I was like, I don't know why I was thinking that, but like, I don't know. But you know why? Because I wake up sometimes and I want to take a break sometimes. But then I wake up on the days I do this and I still want to do it. I still have passion. I still miss you guys. I'm trying to get the channel to grow more. And I'm just saying my replays and everything are good. New subscribers are good. I'm trying to get on Instagram. It says that I'm on it, but I don't know if I really am. I don't know. They said something about a key stream because I've never been there. I've never been live on Instagram on my laptop. So I probably fucked that up today. But I mean, I am going to try to do it maybe later. But I did my Christmas lights too, guys, by the way. I should post it. I posted on Instagram, but I'll post them on my thing. I know. Thank you for saying that, Amira. I agree. I love them. Like, I know. And it's like, there's some days when I go there, you don't realize how much you do need that. Because when I get there, I love the community and they're just so supportive. And if you need anything, you just speak up and yes. And I know Aaron's on there. Aaron usually links everybody's channels, but I can do it at the end. If anybody can do their in the comments, that's cool. You don't have to. I can do it in the description later. I would just like it up on there if anybody could, but I have to switch. It would take a lot of me switching back and forth, but yeah, definitely describe it. Lrga hers. You guys know she's always linked in my descriptions because she pretty much is like my, she comes up a lot. And the Juice Talk Radio is on YouTube. They're on Instagram. Please follow them everywhere. It's the Juice Radio and Talk Show, and it's Regina. And they do 90 Day Fiance on Thursday nights, but they're on vacation now, but they do a lot of fellowship and stuff. It's really nice. And I definitely recommend it. But yeah, I love that fact that we have a lot of the same two people too. Like I love to see like when we're all in the same we do, and it's like mirror. Like a lot of you guys have been together for over 3 years with Adam. It's weird, and I always forget about that. And I'm like, how did I get to meet you guys again? Anyway, so the games they played were cool. They were Gertie has a new confessional. Let's get the scene too. I don't know. I mean, it was a pretty good episode. Nicole saying that she was angry for long, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the ladies are getting ready to go. Yeah, and I don't, like I said, I don't remember when Garza. Oh, thank you. I try. I mean, I've been slipping lately, saying mean things about people. It's like, and I say it like I just called Marisol ugly, basically, and I don't like to do that. Like, I say true things usually. That's not true things. I don't like surfacey. I definitely don't like to talk about people's looks and stuff. But I'm saying her banging body. I just was like, wow, her body. When they showed her picture in a bikini, and then when she showed her doing that picture, I was like, girl, woo, like just like Luann from New York, or from Roni. Oh my God, Luann Delaceps. Her freaking body, and I know she hasn't had work done. I mean, she's had work done, but not a lot of work. She looks beautiful with her long hair, but her body at her age is so freaking good. She looks like she's 25. Her body is 25-year-old. I'm so inspired. Regina, look at the time that you sent me that comment. It's 1:09 at my time, and I tell you about angel numbers all the time. I see them, and 1:09 I see all the time. 1:09 is my birthday, my birth time. So it means my birth angel's with me. But the fact that it came up at 1:09, I just saw it when your comment. That happens a lot with us. And every time it does happen now, I think when I see the 3-3 or 2-2-2-2, I see them all day long, every day. I think about you a lot. It's just that you pop in my head because we had a conversation with it, like just about the angel numbers at one point. And it's like, wow, I think about you now a couple times a day when I see it. And because like, there's not a lot of people that I usually, it's crazy because I don't think about it when I see them and I get excited. I want to tell people, who am I going to tell that doesn't really understands, I love this. Like, I know. I tell you guys, like, I missed you guys when I wasn't here for a day. It must be. Listen, Mimir, we have had basically live the same life, and you like live in my head. I think we're in each other's head. We literally, we've got to be the same person. Even what you said, and I was like, oh my God, we need to talk now. But like, listen, I feel like drugs did not age me. Yes. I just found out too that like your addresses have a lot to do with the numbers in your address. Now, listen, I didn't realize it, but they're like every address I've lived at had the same numbers. And I've always had, okay, so I lived at 828, then I lived at 28, then I lived at 1042, and then 824. I've had 2s and 4s and 8s in my my address the entire, like every time I've moved. I shouldn't have said my address. It's 824 now, but listen, even if it's sure it's 124, it's like, oh my God. Like, yeah, anyway, I'm off the subject again. I'm still talking about Miami, guys. I know that I uploaded all of the episodes on the Who Started You On podcast side. I do appreciate people that listen over there. And if you guys only listen to podcasts, it's amazing that you're listening to me this long, but I would definitely recommend you, if you can, to watch me live. You don't have to come watch me live in real time, but I do have all the videos of what you're listening to over here, and you'll understand the live chat. You'll see what I'm talking about, why I'm off my I'm just interacting with the chat, and I have a hard time remembering to let you guys know what I'm saying or what they're saying. But I think Lisa mentions her. Oh God, it's like, yes, Regina, we were just saying that. It was making me annoyed. It really was, and the way that she was screaming at Gertie and thinking that, like, okay, yes, you can have those feelings, Lisa, all you want, but you then need to get a therapist and not a boyfriend at this point. There's no reason for you to feel. If that's how you really still feel, you need help. You need to get to a therapist. Yes, you can talk about it all you want, scream about it all you want, every day, all day. But the people that in your life don't have to listen to it, and they don't have to be with you. Just remember that, Lisa. Like, yeah, go ahead, scream at Gertie all you want. That she doesn't tell you how you can feel, and you're in the thick of it. You put yourself in the thick of it because by in your head letting him live there for free and speaking it, you're back.
Yeah, sorry, that was the call about my dad.
Oh, okay. Everything okay?
Yeah. No, they were just, just the after stuff.
Yeah. My favorite is Martina. I know. And that's why I'm very disappointed in Julia now too. I was saying to Regina about the juice, I was like, the fact that she's talking to Marysol's ex, it kind of confused me at first. I was waiting to hear from Martina. But then I'm like, okay, maybe they're just friends, but then why are you so good friends with this guy? If you just met him through Marysol, I just didn't like it. I thought it was messy. And I'm like, is Martina okay with hanging out with that guy? Because I feel like Martina keeps her. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking about her all weekend too.
Right on. Thank you.
Yeah. I feel like Martina should know better, and it wouldn't be cool I think she should say to Julia, like, I don't care what this guy says. That's Marysol's ex, whether you like her or not. It's just messy. You're on a show with this woman. And I say this all the time. I like the group when they all rally around each other and they can still do that for each other. If this is going to be a thing and Julia really wants to keep talking about Marcel with her ex-boyfriend, and talking about what her ex-boyfriend says, that is going to make it a severed relationship between Marisol and then probably, I don't know about Alexia, but like anybody that's, it's just going to screw up everything again. It's going to make it where it's going to have a toxic show. I don't know. I feel like it's the beginning of toxicity because we can do conflict resolution. This is not going to have a resolution. Marisol does not want to hear about what her ex says about her. I thought that was kind of, I don't know. I mean, I know that she did all these things in the beginning, but do we really got to do, like, we really got to make her feel like a piece of shit?
I don't know. We'll see how far Julia's willing to take it. If it does end up being too far. Right now, I don't feel like it's too far. No? Not considering what Marisol has done to other people. If this gets dragged out the entire season by our beloved Julia, who loves goats, like, this isn't a goat, Julia. Put it back. Put it back.
Exactly. This is not your toy to play with. Let's put him back to go. You know what I mean? I would rather her have her baby goats and like maybe talk to them about how she feels.
Yes. Yes.
Because they will tell her that, I mean, because their goats love her. I love Julia. I fell so in love with Julia this season. And I'm like, I am very disappointed right now, Julia. What are we doing, Julia? Now, if she just does it to get back at Marisol, because she looks uncomfortable being mean. She does. She's not
really. I appreciate that about Julia. Like, she doesn't even look like she's cool with this type of vibration.
No, she's like, I could see it in her face that she really didn't want to be this mean, messy. But Adriana, you kind of bring it on yourself. You do. You are feeding into this narrative that it's okay for her to do this. It was not okay for you to talk to the guy. You tried to apologize for it, but now she seems to be okay with it. And it's like, Adriana, come on. I know you're a housewife and you're trying to be messy. Marisol's been down there the entire time. Of course she's going to have shit on people. When you live in the same town with people and you know people and you know everybody, they're like, you're going to know things. Just like with Jersey. I don't even know these people. I know some of them personally, but I'm not in it. So I don't, but I still know shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, blah, 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 blah. When people call and tell me what this one did, oh, guess what? I'm like, why are you calling and telling me? It's just flipping me the fuck out. Stop. And I literally blocked it. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. There's one, I can't prove what I just heard. Things happen. I can't come on here and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Because again, I just look at Jersey, man. I ain't trying to listen to what the fuck's going on. I don't even want to talk about that show. So I understand how Marisol would have things on people because she's a housewife. So she's going to hear and know things. You know what I mean?
Right.
So why is that a crime? Just like with Marge. Why is it a crime with Marge and Jersey to not have an arsenal? Hello? You don't let anybody shit wrong without telling them. So of course she's going to keep an arsenal of things that people do wrong. Because every time somebody else does something wrong, it's like, oh my God, it's the whole thing. So you want to keep, every time you do something stupid, like not getting really married or not like sending your, really not having a real wedding, I'm going to keep it in my vault,
Right.
Just saying. But I just, where am I at now? I forget. Oh, Lenny, the whole Lenny conversation. Oh my God. It just still, Adriana, she makes, but why does she think it? Why is it such a? I don't know. I hear her say that, like she talks about it a lot, but the fact that I know. Can you explain me why she lost love due to Marisol? So why did her husband, or was she dating somebody or something? What happened? Like I don't
get it.
Is it a big deal or no? It's not. I mean, did she really like? I don't know. I don't remember her having a boyfriend, or maybe I do. I just feel like I don't know why she's very unhappy, right? But I'm glad that she's getting treatment for it because I agree that's I feel like that sometimes too, but like she is taking that on everybody else. She's projecting on how she feels, and it's like,
you mean Adriana?
Yeah, because Adriana, what the things with Todd, and like we know he's a creeper. We know he said shit that's inappropriate. We know that there's problems with them, but her talking to him about it and saying something about it at the party kind of is just. You're kind of giving.
She was doing that because that's what they just did to her last season. She had a dude bring her to a party and they would not shut up about him the entire season. They brought out paperwork on this man. They pulled up his record on.
Oh, the guy that was not married. Oh, that guy.
They chased him off.
I
They
thought that
literally chased off her one boyfriend she's had in years, who was willing to be on the show with her. They chased him off with all of the shit Marisol drug up, and it was all incorrect.
I was thinking that was Anthony, Nicole's dude. They did that too.
No, that was Adriana's dude last year. Remember, Todd was talking crazy to him, and
because they said
it was a horrible afternoon. It was gross.
Okay, because then I was like, well, why was he apologizing to Anthony? That's what I was confused. I thought it was
because remember, Todd piped up at Anthony when they went to the Gringo lunch. It was Gringo lunch was Anthony, Todd, and wasn't it Marysol's dude?
Yes.
And they were all sitting around talking about stuff, and somehow something happened, and Anthony was like, well, why not just a box of Godiva or something? And Todd was like, oh, you think of da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And him and freaking Alexia were sitting there pumping each other's heads up, and they just went in on Anthony and Nicole. And then he took his time later to go in on Anthony's business. But at that right after that, they went in on Adriana's dude too. Pulled out paperwork, and then they were like, and then when they saw it was a mistake, they wouldn't even be like, oh, our bad.
You're right. I see. I guess now that explains why Alexia wanted to have a New Horizons party in the very beginning, because she wanted them to forget about everything that happened.
Yes, exactly. It was sweep under the rug time. And there was a mound in the middle of her $35,000 carpet, just like at all the rest of their house. They just sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. And that's what it seems like. It seems like Todd likes to do, because when they went at dinner, like, he was kind of shutting her down again. Like, it's like, I did this, but let's talk about you. And she's like, oh. Like, she's like, I really want to tell him, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I pick my battles, or choose my battles. And it's like, another one, she's fighting his battles, but like, she's getting shut down like Robin. Like, Todd needs to apologize. Yeah, I didn't see that. See, that kind of reminds me now. It reminds me of what the other one does in Jersey. He does long TikToks explaining things, and they like each other, like they're friends. Like, Alexia is friends with that one with two head and Lobster Man. And he does these long TikToks too. With like,
and then he had to apologize because Anthony is a formidable attorney.
Yeah,
he had to apologize.
Yeah, and he did it like for 9 minutes or something, right?
Oh, that was hilarious. We watched that thing. That was hilarious. I've never seen a grown man grovel so bad. He was like, "Can I please have my balls back now?"
I know.
Can you make sure they're the same ones that you took from me? I need them to match again when I get in the bedroom.
Oh my goodness. And I feel like, that they were talking about the sex stuff. Okay. I was shocked about Candace's answer. Now we get, wait, I'm back to Potomac. Wait a minute. I went back
wait.
I went back to Potomac with that one.
On Miami, the sex stuff is that Alexia likes pooping and peeing with Todd. Yes. That's weird.
Yeah, see, I thought so too. And that reminded me. Okay, that's why I got confused. But yeah, that's what I was thinking when they were talking about it. I was like, Alexia, I know she does. Yeah, I know. It's just no. I'm like, Alexia. Like,
but you don't swallow. You don't swallow, but you'll do all that other stuff.
Well, guess what, Lrga? I don't swallow either.
Well, I used to when I was younger, like, because it was like, you were a bad bee if you could swallow, right? But you don't swallow everybody's. Note to self: don't swallow everybody's jizz.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
Okay. But now that I'm married, I'm like, look, I've been seeing this stuff for 20 years, bro. We just gonna spit this over here, all right? Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Can you aim?
I literally just the other day I never really do it to just do it. We usually just have sex, right? So I don't have to worry about it. But the other day I had my lips done. I'm like, babe, you know what I mean? And I don't swallow. And he's like, he still laughs. I said, I know. Remember, I was like 18 running to the bathroom spitting.
That is hilarious.
But I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't do it.
We could always do the snowball thing.
I have a narrow esophagus, okay?
And it's a true condition per Tiffany Moon, the doctor.
not Anna Marie, the nurse.
I have a I have a narrow esophagus. Not allows me to, like, I can't swallow. Okay. That is why I don't swallow. And if you don't believe me, I would refer you to my Dr. Lrga. Dr. Lrga. Please refer to my Dr. Lrga Paris here, please.
And it's true. It's true. Everything she said is true, you guys.
You have to believe me. I mean, and I don't take medicine for it, okay?
Right.
All right. And I'm not going to get my esophagus stretched out, okay? Like my brother had to. So that's funny because he does swallow too because he's gay.
Oh,
anyway. I know. Well, the Shay, it's the same dude. I've been married to the dude for a long time. I just, for some reason, the last couple of years, for some reason, I can't.
Well, and then plus, what are the actual nutritional benefits for ingesting it? Like I heard, I still appreciate the nice glow it does to your skin. Like, because you could use it for a facial. It keeps the mist away.
No, you will not. It will not go on my face. Not ever. Sorry. It's nothing. I don't want it near my motherfucking face.
What did Terry say? What is my marriage agreement?
Terry, what did Terry they all want it. They probably all want that. I listen. I don't care if I've been married to him for 30 years. I don't like that in my face. I don't want you to do that to me. I know, Mamir, because we were doing it in Zach, it's blame Zach because I've been thinking about it for 4 days now.
Oh my God. Okay? This is hilarious.
Because listen. It probably does look funny me walking around. I mean, but still, I guess I don't know. It's just funny because I was like, oh, but they're talking on TV. It was just funny.
Are we talking about jizz again? Yes.
Yes. Because I had to ask if I was crazy or not. Because everybody in the chat, like, and they're like, "What you did? Why are you spitting?" I'm like, "Shut up, guys. What are you, 12?" I'm like, no, the 12, like 18. No, listen, like. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's my stomach these days. I don't know. I'm a vegetarian. I don't know what to say. Does that matter or not?
I don't know. I'm just seeing Juice's thing. Juice's comment. She said, I don't think Adriana feels like the other ladies are more financially secure than her, and that may make her unhappy in the group. I feel like that is a good observation. And I also feel like that's why she might be calling out that the other ladies are more so in the same position as her without their men. They're all the same.
And and
except for Marisol, who's hand over fist.
I mean, I don't know how rich. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I feel like they all have a decent amount of money where I don't feel like it's a big deal. Like, I don't think Alexia feels that she's better than everybody. Do you?
Sometimes, yeah, I do. I feel like an overall sense of entitlement and privilege from Alexia that can serve a person well in life, but also can put a distance between her and people where it's for her to feel like she's up here and they're over there. Like, that's how she likes it. She likes feeling like that.
Yeah. I see. I could say now. I mean, like, and so, like, I don't know about Marisol's situation, but like, they all have modest houses to me. Like, I feel like they have very nice modest. I mean, Jody, of course, Lisa has it all, but like, I don't know. Like Larsa, I don't feel like Larsa feels like she's better. I don't feel like any of them feel like they're better than Adriana because I think Adriana has a decent amount of money too. But the way
I feel like she does too.
She does. So I don't know why she feels like she's got a. I don't know. Like, I feel like she's projecting.
Let's use Windex on that, Dad. You want the Windex? No, you don't. The screen cleaner? No, I got the screen cleaner for that.
No, I clean this with wipes and toilet tissue.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Okay, I'm in this. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. I can't find the mute button today.
You're fine. Is that your husband? Is that Mr.
Yeah, that's husband.
Mr. Barley, Bob Marley.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, Daddy, this is the one that says you look like Bob Marley.
Tell him I'm telling you. I was like, oh my God, Bob Marley. You look like Bob Marley.
That is hilarious.
Mr. Curves, I call him.
Yeah, Mr. Curves and Daddy Curves and Mama Curves.
You have cool kids too. I was like,
oh my God, I love them.
I love your
pictures. They're taking it kind of. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything like where the grandkids have to deal with stuff like this? Like, this is our first, obviously, and The oldest one, he's just been like really quiet in his room all weekend, and I keep having to make him come out of his room. And he says he's okay, but he was already quiet before that, 15. But
Yeah.
I don't know. He says he's okay, but I don't know.
How close were they? Really close to your dad?
Yeah, like we talked every day. Like all of us, our whole family talked every day. Like they would wake him up, they would check on him, they would tell him how school was going, like literally all day long. So
How old's your other son?
he's 10. And he literally, like, even when he saw the body, he was just like, bye, Bobbin. Like it
Oh,
was a question, like, bye, Bobbin. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah. That's
And
hard.
he says he's okay.
I
But
feel like when I said I lost my grandparents around the same age. I lost my
yeah,
mom, right? And I feel like I grieved later for them because I couldn't really understand it at 10.
right.
15, I did. But like I remember 10 and younger, I really kind of grieved. I was like, okay, they're gone. But then as I got older, I grieved it because I was like, I remembered how close because you start to
Yeah.
understand life. And then I realized that my mom and my dad had lost his both parents at a really young age. It was sad, you know. Like
Yeah.
my dad lost both his parents. Like my grandparents died very young, and he had left, So it's like I grieved later. So and I'm not, and I feel like I think he's okay. And I think like
I feel like he might be more resilient than I'm thinking. Like, well, I'm positive.
Right.
But I also want him to be able to express, like, if he is having emotions. I'm like, well, do you have any words that you need to say? Like, he's like, no, I'm okay.
They're
Like,
processing it.
Yeah.
I think
For
that would be my thing. And I also feel like they're very. I think I don't know, just more understanding of it, I guess, now than when we were younger. I think it's more talked about now, afterlife and stuff like that. So I think maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that like the crystal children are like I think about them, But anyway, yeah. So I'm glad that you're able to like get this as an escape a little bit too. So
Yeah, this has been great, girl. I made it. I've been dropping in lives all weekend.
I'm glad you have that nice community. That's what I'm saying. I love our community. Like no matter what,
This has been
I always
excellent.
can everybody's always there for people, and we're not like we respectfully disagree, which I think is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get yelled at. We don't like somebody's or anything, but let's see.
So what
Lisa,
else happened on the show?
Like Lisa with this whole perfume thing. Hello.
I don't,
What
and
do you
when it's kind of like these housewives finding themselves via endorsement deals.
Yes.
So did you really always want a perfume line that we never heard about for 7 seasons or however many long you've been on? Or is this now that you get to do a candle, now you're like, oh yeah, I like perfume too? Like, and that's all the more reason we need these people's real authentic storylines. Like, I would have loved to know that Lisa had an entrepreneurial thought in that head. I would have loved it.
Yeah. And she didn't even really know where the chemist came from.
Right. Like, I'm like, you have never presented any of this as an interest. Nope. And now we're supposed to be like, oh, this is your dream, really?
And it's supposed to be it's supposed to represent her life.
Yeah.
It's a perfume, lady.
Well, that means it is going to smell like shit, because right now, you are telling us that your life is shit because of what Lenny's doing to you, but you want to sell us as something that smells like roses. Sounds like reality TV.
Named Empowered. Called it Empowered or in something.
She should call it episode 3.
Yes. Or like I'm like, what else? She could have, I don't know, maybe wrote a children's book about divorce, or I don't know. I'm trying to think. She could have done a lot more with like what he's done, because there's a lot of like things that the mistress lady did. She could have capitalized on a lot of other things. Like I just feel like if she was going to represent it in a good way or a positive way, it'd be like a book, or like I don't know.
Yeah, like Airwick.
I'm not going to smell it and say, oh, I remember what Lisa went through because I'm smelling this perfume.
Yeah. I want my house to smell like I want my house to smell like Lisa's current situation.
No. She's like, here's your aroma Airwick candle as your gift. And I'm like, is she advertising on this? Is she that broke? I'm like, tell me she's not. I'm like, and why was that the gift? And I don't know why the ladies were like, oh, thank you. I'm like, why did it? And that's not what you're even doing. Like, I thought she was going to give them a sample of her new perfume or something.
Right.
Like, it's just weird. It was very strange. I'm like, Lisa, you had me. I felt bad for you. I was really upset when that person did an interview with the other lady. I thought it was mean. And I was over now. She's on my nerves so bad. Her confessional looks like Tarzan. She's trying yelling at Gertie for a year and a half about what Lenny's done. We know what he's done, Lisa. We know. It's bad for a long time. Now I'm annoyed because it's not going to change. Nothing's going to change. It's the same thing. He did what he did. He doesn't like you, Lisa. He's trying to get you to fuck out of his life, and you're like keeping him there by fighting.
We should just send her the scene of how Juan treated Robin and say, "You look just like this."
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It was so like, and I'm yelling. I'm like, Lisa, just shut up. Like, just knock it off. You're ruining it. You're taking the moment that we felt bad for you and making it annoying. Listen, I know that you're upset. Like I said, you can cry all you want. Yeah, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have those feelings, but nobody has to listen.
Yeah.
We don't have to listen to you. We can tell you that we don't want to hear it. And you need to not have your boyfriend. You need to have a therapist because according to her, she's in the thick of it at her lowest, and she can't wait to get on the top. She cries every day. Why are you in a relationship?
That is not the idea. That's what I'm telling you guys.
Yeah,
you need to have a couple of months by yourself before the next relationship. When you get out of a long-term relationship, you're a freaking mess. You're trying to figure out what they did, who did, who are you, who were they, where do I go from here? And the first thing she does is jump on another peen, move in, and move the kids in. That's not logical.
I know. And it's like, and then you know what? It was kind of funny when Marisol was like, you know what? She's going to have to probably get a job because Jody's not going to listen to this. I mean, it was true. They were all telling the truth in their confessionals about how they feel about her talking about Lenny. Yeah. And not moving on, you know? Like,
definitely.
Eventually, he's going to get, he's a young guy. He doesn't have to listen to her. And it would be annoying. If I were him, I would be annoyed. And if she loses him, she's got the show. I know they make a lot of money, so I don't really get why they think she'd be broke.
Right.
Because they get paid. We know that people live off a lot less than that.
Hello. You just have to not want the most expensive penthouse in Florida.
Yeah. And why in the world do you think that you can still spend the same amount of money that you
when you're not getting? She already knows she's not getting nothing in the prenup at that point, right?
Yeah.
And she's going and looking at the most expensive something.
Yeah.
She's Delulu.
Thank you, Erin. And can you also do juice too, Erin?
Thank you, Erin.
I know. I'm like, Erin's not here, guys, but I'll try to remember to do it because I do it in the description. But juice too, please, if you can, if you remember, if you feel like it. Love you. So yeah, and not to bring up, but the other one said the same thing. You really think that you're going to start worrying about spending money after the 15 months is over, after that money's gone? The other show, she's like, oh, we'll start worrying about money when he runs out or something like that. And it's like, because Juan got paid for the 15 months that he was in his contract. And she's like, we're going to have to worry about it later. And it's like, you sound like Lisa. Like, you have to start to live. Like, your best friend, like Marisol says, or Larsa says, she does not live like she's going to, like she should be. And I agree. Like, but again, I would do Instacart too. If I had access to his Instacart, hell yeah. It's got every store in there. It's not just food shopping.
Yeah.
Carts everywhere. So take that
right. And until the divorce papers are final, unless the judge says I can't spend, this is still my community property, dude.
I would have pocketed as much as I could.
I hope she was, and not really just buying food, Hot Pockets.
I hope it wasn't just Hot Pockets and chicken nuggets and pizza. I hope it was more. Larsa said she has a makeup obsession, but I can't even spend $10,000 on makeup at Sephora. That's a lot. I think it's something more. I feel like she definitely was trying to fuck him over by doing as much as she could. But hey, if the judge says you get $8,000 a month, I might just charge $8,000 to Instacart. I don't know. But I actually fucking oh God, then I was thinking to myself, I kind of want the interview to come out now, and I was like, oh no, I don't. I think that was being really mean because it's kind of like I can see why Lenny doesn't like her. I understand.
Yeah,
you can fall out of love with somebody, right? But you still respect them as a mother of the child. He fucking does not like her, and I can understand how annoying she is. she's annoying. And I'm like, no wonder. Oh. And I'm like, no wonder stretches so mean to you. Like, you're just making it very easy for them to fuck with you. Like, I mean, I don't know if she put the recorder in his car. She probably did, but she probably wasn't smart. Obviously, not smart enough about it to hide it. I don't know.
Yeah,
The person that gained from recording Lenny would be Lisa. There's no reason for them to do it with her. They don't give a shit what she does. They don't care who she's with or what she does. They don't care about anything with her. So they wouldn't set her up, you know. So that's what I'm saying. She's like screaming at the Gertie, I'm in the thick of it. You're putting yourself there. Like, you are putting your mental space in the thick of whatever this divorce is. You are, but you don't have to bring that outside of the courtroom. You could just be like, I'm happy with Jody. I love Jody. I'm going to get this perfume line. And it's actually going to
be. She could totally be blowing smoke up all of our asses.
Right. Lie. She could lie. Because, hey, if you got to fake it till you make it, right?
Right.
And like Gertie said, or Kiki goes to the bathroom and comes back. She's like, we're still talking about Lenny. And she's like, I can't believe we're still talking about Lenny. She's like, and now we're coddling her over Lenny. Like, Kiki got up and left because she didn't want to hear about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, and yeah, she's right. I said, Jesus Christ. Now I think every episode we've had to talk about him for, like, we've heard about it. So I'm just being really mean. I don't know. She says it's going to be called Empowered, this perfume. I think that's what she said. And I just said she needs a therapist, not a boyfriend. I'm confused. I said, yeah. I mean, the ladies are, the croquet game. What the, why?
That was hilarious. Those old men liked watching them walk across the thing.
She didn't think about that she did not think about that day very well. Like, why? Nobody wants to go watch that. Why don't you send them to the beach or something? Why did she send them to watch these white old men play croquet and then not be able to wear their heels or play or talk? Like, you're Miami. Why are you sitting like this? And like, I felt very uncomfortable even watching it. I wanted to get up and run around. I just thought, Lisa, you didn't think too much about this. Like, you didn't care where they went. I have a surprise for you. You're going to go watch croquet or play. They didn't even know what they were doing. Watching it, playing it. It was very, I don't know. Like I said, this is the problem now. Are we really going to start just going out to dinner all the Housewives franchise and just getting drunk and then playing a game to get everybody to fight? Or are we going to be real friends? Because, like, they all should go to the perfume place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. Instacart, that was so funny, though. I was like, guys, it's more than food shopping. She's not just food shopping, guys. She's probably buying Jody food. That's funny.
That would be, yeah, because, I mean, if they're all staying at his house, she probably said, oh, I'll buy groceries.
Right. And let's say where it's coming from. And now
I'll buy groceries so I can yell at my kids about what I let them eat today and then give it to them and take it back and give it back to them.
And like, he already left one girl because he said he wasn't happy with her. So he could do it again. You know, but he made a decision to leave one relationship before. So he has the I know they do. It's probably listen, I played croquet as a kid. Not like my grandma had croquet at our house But like, that was like fun. That was like part of the yard games we would play, you know, like just like we played badminton. I never thought that they had it serious. I did pool, but I thought if they're gonna go something like that, go to like polo or something. Polo would have been fun. Or pickleball. She could have sent them somewhere pickleball or something.
Yeah. That was funny. But I don't know. I hope the girls can make the ladies stop mentioning the L word. And I hope Julia doesn't go over to the dark side. And who else is happening? Alexia and Todd, that's all going to come out in the wash. Oh, I love the fact that Nicole is thinking about having another baby, but she doesn't even have a ring yet from old boy. I don't mind that kind of relationship. I don't mind. If
I don't mind it either.
What you want,
right?
Then that's all you two have to know. They don't have to be married to keep making babies.
Well, he said he wanted to have both his kids in the wedding. That would be cool to have like a flower girl and a, you know what I mean? He said would it be cool to have our kids in the wedding?
Yeah.
They're committed to each other, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, like totally committed. And it could be the kind of relationship where if they do get a piece of paper, it could ruin everything.
Right.
Exactly. You know, some people have it in their mind that might trap them or that might do something. So without it, this is totally their choice to engage in this relationship.
and they talk about it, and they talk openly about neither one of them are like okay, they're both okay with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said with Southern Charm, you do not have to get married. Nobody has to. You can be together for a very long time.
Yeah.
Look, like Goldie Hawn and Russell.
Oh
Kurt
yeah.
Russell. They've been together some 40 some years, and they're not married.
Yeah.
Sharon, or the other one, and the other guy, they just broke up, but they were together for a long time.
Susan Sarandon and Oh Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Think
and
about
that was like a May December relationship, wasn't it?
For like 30 years.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Like
well, she just got blacklisted, but it's okay.
She did.
Yeah, she got blacklisted.
Oh no.
Yeah, she went to one of those free, the place that's under attack right now, and said something.
Oh shit.
And she ended up on a list.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I
love that she had the nerve to say her truth.
Yeah.
But I love that relationship, and I don't usually subscribe to that a paper doesn't make anything, because look, Juan and them got a paper, and it's not helping her ass at all.
Yeah. And like honestly, like I remember with my husband, I did want to just marry him. Like yes, I wanted to marry him, but I thought about it later, like I mean, I would have been okay being with him if if we made the decision, we would still be together. I mean, the piece of paper at this point, the only thing that I think really it helps me with is if I get his pension or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would get pension. Our relationship's the same. We were very committed at the very beginning. We're still committed. We got married after a year, and I just I just wanted to marry him. Right. And the fact that we could have got married years later, I still would have been happy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But that's because you found your person. Your person found you.
I did. I really did.
God sent you an angel.
He really did, and at the best time, because I couldn't have been his wife like before that. I wouldn't be anybody's wife. I wasn't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Isn't it amazing how God knows exactly what God is doing, even when you don't?
Crazy! I think it's so synchronistic too. Like I think about how the trajectory of it, and I'm like, wow, he really entered at the right time.
Right.
What I needed, and what and he doesn't want kids like me. He's just the opposite of me, and I needed simple. And he just loves me so much, and sometimes I don't even know how or why. I'm like, right, because I'm like, you never know what you're going to get when you wake up. Like
it's like, look, you sure you love me today? I'm not sure how I feel about her today. Are you sure?
Yeah, like he honestly, like he'll be like, babe, stop apologizing. I love you. Like I love you're crazy. I love and I'm like, oh my god, I spend so much money. He doesn't even see. I'm like, I love him. I just do.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Such a blessing.
Very. I'm very, because the one I had before him was.
And isn't it weird, like how
prison, right? He's in prison for life now.
That's so weird, but because after that happened, you still got your person. So it's just beautiful, and that's because you deserve a person. Everybody deserves a person, no matter what they've been through or who they've been with. Yep. We all deserve a person. So
I really thought too, like that. I was with him for 20 years, but he wasn't mine. He wasn't. He was somebody else's, but I was his, mistress. So, like I say, I have a whole history about that I never mentioned. But when I got my life straight, like when eventually he ended up trying to kill his wife, and now he's in prison. But just saying, imagine like I was with somebody who was just like Juan. Like I just could. I was. Yeah, it was horrible. It was really. I was with somebody he was like me. He was like the male version of me, where my mouth and like just, and I was very like awful. But like when I met myself, I was like, wow. Like I was like, oh, I do deserve my own person. I do deserve.
Yes.
That's
the thing. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And I do. I feel lucky because I just about made it. I didn't have another month left. I didn't have much left in me. I was not gonna. There was no like I got out of person. I'm like, the best I can hope for is like maybe a boyfriend or something. Like nobody's gonna marry me. I can't be the IRS. You know what I mean? There's a lot. Like, and I'm 13, 14 different people.
Right.
And he has me down to But,
well, that is beautiful.
I look at pictures with you and your husband, and it's inspiring. I'm like, you guys have been together twice as long as us, and you guys look so happy and glowing, and I'm very glad that you have him. And
me too. I'm so grateful.
You are
super duper grateful.
I know you're very lucky. Your family's beautiful, and I feel like you have a very beautiful life. And situational stuff, it breaks my heart. And I'm just so glad that you have like support.
Thank you.
And I love you very much.
I love you.
I was like, man, guys, we've all been together for a while, like years. We've been watching shows and stuff together. I'm sorry, Jacqueline. We're all like mushy and stuff.
How old is Lisa
was
when she met
16
Lenny?
or 17? She
Really?
was 18, right? Lisa.
So she was just legal, huh?
I mean, yeah, he was like, she was his doll. She said he like made creating her like face. He like did all that plastic surgery basically. Like, I wonder if he even has like a soul where like if he was ever really in love with her, or does he really just go for like surface stuff, or is he really in love with his mistress? Like, I don't want to watch the interview that the other content creator did on with the mistress. But maybe I'm a little curious. Like, I don't know what's this guy's dude. Like, was he really in love with her? Like, what is she crying? Like, to me, it's kind of like, thank you. It's kind of like, why was he ever really love her? What is she holding on to? I don't feel like we've ever seen that from him, because when we met them, they were on the outs in the very beginning of that season, like very, very first season. And then when she came back and she's like, we got therapy, we stayed together, and we were all happy. And then we're like, you could see in his face, he didn't want to fucking be there. And we're like, holy shit, she doesn't even know it. Wow. Wait, and then come to find out the hot mic women. But it's like, I wonder, like, at what point, like, does he even have that in a soul? Is he just fuck this girl? I mean, what's up with this dude? Like, I don't see any nice out of him, so I can't even tell like why she's so devastated. Like, I know that was her, like, she's mad, but like, did she ever really have a husband? Like, was he ever really nice to her? You know? It's crazy. I feel like he just really, the way he treats his mom and the way his mom's afraid of him, I feel like that's what Lisa went through. But it's like, I'm like, why is she still like so devastated? Like, who did she think she was married to? Because we knew he was an asshole. Like, you know? And I'm like, what part of it? Oh my God, I feel like there's somebody behind me and there's not. I keep saying somebody, there's nobody here. But thank you, Mamir. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I know that he had a lot of, I didn't obviously get my own house. This is all his stuff to begin with. But people say that to me, and I'm like, but I had to keep him. He wasn't going to stay. Somebody like him was not going to stay with somebody. When I first met, if I stayed that person, I was on my way, just barely clean. Convicted felon. I had nowhere to go. I was living at my parents still. Like, it was just crazy. I was an older, 30-some years old. I don't know what this dude was doing. I'm like, why is he? This guy's a creep. Like, my husband was like stalking me a little bit. He did save my life, though. I know I think so, but I feel like I have the story that like it's not really unique though. It's kind of like I got my shit together and I should have, and it's like why congratulate somebody? Like, I did what I was supposed to finally, and I really did. I did do work after that to keep myself. This is not who I was when I met him. I'm a lot more insecure than this. I still struggle with that, but addiction was my biggest problem in mental health. Self-medicating, I feel like too, like when I do these recaps and I talk about the people and I don't try to self-diagnose them, but I do want to figure out why they do the certain things they do and why they act the way they do. I try to find like the, what's behind it and why. And I feel like I can do that because I literally have been diagnosing myself my whole life. Not diagnosing it, but I spent my entire life going to doctors and trying to figure out what was wrong with me. When all along it was just, it is what it is. We'll talk about that later, but it takes a lot, but I love to get up and do this. This makes me happy. Like, having this podcast, whether it's popular or it gets a lot of podcast drops or not, whatever, YouTube, whatever it is. Like, I feel so grateful that people even want to even show up and like listen to me talk about reality TV. Like, I streamed at my TV for years and I never even knew podcasts were exist. I don't know what I thought. Blogging. I don't know. I thought that's what we did. I actually would go to Facebook groups and I guess I would call that blogging. We have blogs and then, doing this, like, I don't know, my gardening and shit. Like, 10 years ago, you would have never thought in a million effing years that this person would be like this big major like gardener that like has all these flowers, and like my husband trusts me with our bank account. Like, I have a husband that trusts me with my bank account. I spent time away. Like, I was just not. I wasn't a thief or anything. I was just a drug addict that sold drugs, and I didn't give a shit, and I just did what I wanted to do, and I did. I struggled really, really bad. Struggled mentally bad. I did not like myself. And it's this is such a cliche. And people said this my whole life. You have to love yourself. That's the key. And I used to say, I do love myself. I never realized that really that is the key. to really love yourself, and it really does like make such a difference. And I know it takes a lot, but like, you know, I know I pick myself apart still. I have like, look at me, I don't medicate myself, so of course I'm going to be a mess. I appeared like I'm on drugs, but if I had like, you know, if I did do Adderall stuff, I wouldn't be all over the place. I just refused to get. I abused the things that I was prescribed, so it would, I didn't, you know, anyway. But I guess this is not even for the show. I mean, Miami's my favorite franchise right now. I'm not going to watch RHOMl. I'm going to call it RHOMl because that's what it is. Okay, I would watch it if it was like, I will watch, you know, Sonia. I'd watch Luann. I do not want to watch Ramona. I don't want Ramona to have a platform. I feel like it's very unfair for her to have a platform and other people not have a platform that still need one or want one or deserve one. So I'm not going to watch her. I don't care how good it is because it's not RHOMl legacy. It's fucking RHOMl. We said off with your heads for a reason, and you took the show from them like you should have. Put it on pause. Put Drunkinda on pause. And what did you do? You gave them all a platform. You literally brought it all back. The toxicity, the everything, the abuse of. I mean, listen. Sonia should not have to. Sonia was not Sonia Rita drunk, Sonia Rita fun anymore. It was like very detrimental mentally. She looked like a mess. She was naked in front of the camera. She was acting a fool. She's dancing on tables. That's not cute. She was. I feel like every time that show aired, she felt like rejection all over again. Sonia's mental health was like, I don't know. I just feel like it is not. I'm not going to watch it. So sorry, I'm not watching. I mean, somebody asked me that earlier if I was going to cover it. No, I'm still going to do Mondays Miami and Wednesdays Salt Lake, Team Monica. Friday is still Beverly Hills, and I'm like enjoying it. And I do want to talk about Southern Hospitality. So that is Leva show. Leva Bonaparte, who was on is on Southern Charm. I know it's been an hour and 40 minutes. So guys, everybody that's stuck around, I appreciate it. And yeah, so that was the episode of Miami. But anyway, we talked about a little bit about Potomac. I'm not covering Potomac. Not right now. I need a break from it. I did watch it because I wanted to see. It was kind of okay this morning. Again, I'm kind of grossed out about some of the conversations. I don't want to know who pees on people. It's kind of gross. But yeah, I just don't want Julia to like be this messy and talk to the ex. I don't like the way she's going about it. I just feel like it's just messy and gross. I don't like it. And that's not her. She just made me fall in love with her by doing this for Martina, to then talking about how she's close to Marysols ex. I know they did a lot of shit there last season, but that I know, and listen to me. I'm like a fucking listen. I'm a hypocrite because I'm like, don't react. But guess what? Krista reacts. I do. The other day, you guys saw what I did last Monday. I could have stopped that and not reacted back, and I know who did that, and I still haven't done anything back about it, and I'm not going to. But I know it's a housewife show and they have to be messy. So I just hope we get conflict resolution. And I love you, Lrga. I know you probably put me on hold to go take a call because you have stuff going on. But I love you and thank you for being here. And you guys, Mimir and Mimi and everybody in the chat. Jacqueline, thank you. I appreciate you. You're new to this. And I love you. Please come back. I will talk about Salt Lake and I won't go off track as much as I did today. But
are we still here?
You're still here. I was about to go.
Oh my god.
No.
That was the people again about Daddy. So
I figured him.
Yeah. Thanks for having me up. I'm sorry I kept you so long.
No,
it's been an excellent opportunity to like talk with you and talk about one of our favorite things. So I appreciate your time.
No, I love you for coming up. I appreciate you, and you know I'm here if you need me.
Okay.
And even also here, you know that. So
right on.
And yeah, so thank you guys too. Jacqueline, thank you for joining us. I hope I didn't scare you away.
Oh, right on.
Everybody listen, I love opposing opinions because I like to hear, because I like to know so I always think I'm right, but then I know that I'm not. And I like I hear other perspectives, and they like, you guys will tell me like, no, you know what, think about this and this, and Erin has changed my mind sometimes because she's like, look at it this way, and it's other perspectives. I welcome them. So you know.
Oh no, is Sonia on a downward spiral?
Listen, I just said that I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it because Sonia Rita is not fun because I feel like she's still stuck on her marriage ending and what she lost with him, right? And had the rejection from New York. Then she goes on a show where she's put up on where everybody loves her again, right? So she's back in the spotlight. But then this show, you also get a lot of rejection. So she's constantly rejected by fans or whatever, how it happens.
Yeah.
So she's like going through it all over. It's never healthy for her to like keep getting rejected. Like giving her a platform where she's going to drink again. I don't feel like it's. She was getting naked last time I seen her. Like she was opening up her thing to like Luann's boyfriend.
Yeah.
It was very not. It was like, oh no, she's not Sonia Rita anymore. But yeah.
Yeah.
Again, yeah. Thank you. Wednesday, Salt Lake. I just thought I want to talk about Southern hospitality. So I'll see how I feel when I'm done this. I might come back and do that later. But
okay. Well, I was actually gonna mess around and watch that. I heard it's been good.
So good. It reminds me of early Vanderpump.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I might have to check it out.
Yes, and I think I might cover it, so I might talk about it later. I'll see how I feel.
Okay. Well, if I do, I'll pop over.
I will. I'll let
okay, you guys have an excellent day.
Yes, guys in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye. Mamir, thank you guys all too. Sticking around. I just think she's also very like she does it. I don't think it's not cute like anymore. It used to be cute when she did it, but now it's just like dangerous for her mental health because it's like even if she doesn't do things and if she does good things, there's still fans out there that are going to be rejectful. Like what I mean? We put ourselves out there, and shit like that happens, and I don't think she can deal with the rejection that we get. Not we as me, but like fans. But I don't like this view. But yeah, my voice sounds weird, but yeah, I love Southern Hospitality. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on after Beverly Hills, I think, but anyway, it's on Peacock, I think. Anyway, or Bravo, just watch it. It's so good. It's Leva from Southern Charm, and she's running her restaurant, and the kids that work there. It is early Vanderpump. We even have a cheating scandal already, like a Zach, like a Jax with Kristen deal back in the day. Like they're young like that. All right, guys, I love you, and I will let you all know if I go live again. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. Usually I have my stuff decorated, but I just didn't do it this year. You should see my yard. I'll put pictures up of because you guys, I don't know if you've seen it in the summertime. I have a hard time letting go of my plants and my yard, so it looks like Christmas Wonderland now. I kind of just like put lights up everywhere, and I'm still raking the leaves, and I made it look like I was like, look, I'm not leaving. I'm not going inside. I don't want it to be cold. I don't want wintertime. I don't like when it's winter down here. I don't like it. I want to hold on to my yard as long as I can, and then next year my stuff grows back, and I didn't have to move a lot of stuff. And like, I don't know, I'll show you what I mean. I sound crazy right now, but I love you all. Replay crew, everybody, please hit the notification bell and then the all thing, just in case, because I think the longer I go sometimes and the more I curse, they don't push my stuff. But I did notice that all the platforms that I am on are pushing my videos and my clips and stuff. This was supposed to be no. This is my first one this week. No, I'm going to do Wednesday Salt Lake if it's on, and Friday Beverly Hills if it's on. Why are they not on? This is my first one this week. But oh my god, my face looks so shiny, guys. All right, I'm going to try to fit in Southern Hospitality in. I love it. It's so good. I want to talk about it. So just like episode 2 I'm on. I think it's only 2 out. But all right, guys, I see everybody's leaving. I was supposed to be all right. I added Instagram Live to this stream. It's a streaming network, okay? It goes on all the things. But I don't know if it streams on if it streams it or not because I don't know what I'm doing. But I know they do. I know. I should send you the link to a video that I did about my life. We have the same life. All right, guys, I want to get something to eat and think about Southern Hospitality, and I'll make a thumbnail and let you guys know if I do it. And hopefully next time I can get on Instagram Live. I don't know if I did it or not. It says, can you guys still see me? Notifications. Like it tells me I had to hit go live, but it didn't do it. I don't know. All right, I will. It's long. It's me complaining about my life. It's basically telling you about my whole life because people were asking me oh, you're a drug addict. Oh, you used to do this. Oh, you were in prison. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a live. Not a live. I'll do a video for 3 hours. I talked about my life and what happened and all the people in it and my connection to the assholes over here and why I get so upset about a certain party. All that. All right, guys, I'm talking too much. I love you. I will see you guys on Wednesday. If not later, definitely Wednesday. I won't be as shiny when I come back. Love you. I will send you that link.